All right. Hey YouTube. Hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to make a quick video to support Terrence Lakin, Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin. I'm going to put the links in the information bar below. But you know, if we don't all stand up and support those who are willing to risk it all, right, to save this country, to save our Constitution, to save our freedom, to take out these evil bastards that are ruining our government, including this homo foreigner, quasi-Muslim freak, as Pastor Manning calls him, which is absolutely the truth. You know, I don't know how we're going to manage to accomplish anything if we don't get behind the people that are risking it all, and Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin is one of them. But I wanted to read this press release in regards to Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin. He's refusing to deploy on the grounds that Obama is ineligible to be president, and therefore all the orders that come down from the top are illegal, which is absolutely true. But let me read this press conference to you real quick, and I'll make this a quick video, but I absolutely support Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin. It's obvious he's willing to risk his entire life, his future, and to do the right thing. And we have to get behind people like this and you know, stand up for them. And can you imagine if this man gets court-martialed and gets put in jail because this homo freaking foreigner communist freak has managed to manipulate his way in the White House? It's an absurd thought. But anyway, here's the request. I just read it here. At request of Defense Counsel, hearing now to proceed on June the 11th. Washington, D.C. So if you're in Washington, D.C., I know some people that are actually traveling there to support Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin. But if you're in there, if you want to travel there to support him, that would be great. The Army has now officially scheduled a formal hearing its case against Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin, who is being court-martialed by the Army for refusing to obey orders to deploy to Afghanistan because the President refuses, even in the face of mounting evidence to the contrary, to prove his eligibility under the Constitution to hold office. It will proceed on June the 11th, 2010 at the Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C. at 9 a.m. in room 134 of building T2. All proceedings are open to the media and the public. The court-martial process, which begins with the military's equivalent of a preliminary hearing in a civilian court known as an Article 32 investigation, referring to the provision found in that section in the Uniform Code of Military Justice, was just commenced when on May 3rd, 2010, Lieutenant Commander Lakin was notified that the Article 32 hearing would take place May 6, 2010. Lakin's civilian lawyer, Paul Rolfe Jensen, immediately requested a continuance to June the 11th, 2010, and this request has been granted. Assisting Jensen in the defense of Lakin is a very experienced senior member of the Army's Judge Advocate General's Courts. So the bottom line is, on June the 11th, they're going to have this Article 32 hearing for Lieutenant Colonel Lakin, who is a very righteous man and is willing to risk his entire life to expose the truth. And the purpose that I'm making this video is we need to get behind people like this and support them. And so I'm making this video to inform everybody. Unfortunately, I can't go to Washington, D.C., but he does have a website. If you wanted to donate something, that's up to you. I'm not trying to, get you to donate, but we have to support this man every way that we can. Tell your friends, tell your family, make them aware of the situation. It's going to be an absolute travesty of justice to let this man go to jail because of this freaking Barry Soetoro foreigner. This foreigner that has taken over our freaking, military in our country, and all you idiots out there that, think he's a valid president is just absolutely absurd. I don't know what else to say, but just, please be aware of the Lieutenant Colonel Terrence Lakin and his efforts. Do your best to support him, whether it be telling your friends about him or sending him a donation or whatever the case may be. Make a video on your own channel. Let's get as much publicity as we can for this man who's risking it all. That's all I got to say. God bless every one of you, and let's keep up the good fight, and God bless every one of you.